Oh, what's up, guys? I just had to crawl under the table because I just set this thing up just down here in the bottom corner of my basement underneath the steps here. Used to have my drum set here, and I just kind of put it into storage because I really don't have much time to play anymore with the band, so I just mess around here and there. So put this up, made a little setup here to do some interviews. Usually I do that stuff in the truck, especially towards like during tracking season, but I wanted something different since we're not going on any tracks. But so you guys today are going to meet Hank. He's a cute little booger, and he's a half walker, half blue tick, and he's smarter than a whip, man. He's already, like, we've had him for about 3 weeks now. So really he's almost, what's today? About another week and a half, and he'll be 3 months old actually. But within the first couple days, he was already catching on to his name, already catching on potty training. He knew what "come here" meant, like "come on, Hank." He has that drive that every hound hunter looks for. I know Hank is, I know he's very smart. I can already tell that. I know he has the hunt drive in him. Timber is a walker, and he's an outstanding tracker. And I know a couple other people that use blue ticks, and they do very well also. And I was like, man, if I could combine the two, you know, or, well, it's been done before, not that I would do it, but if I could find one that's a cross, and I finally found one, thankfully through a friend with in Longspur. He had 2 or 3 pups that were, you know, half walker, half blue ticks, and he wanted to get rid of another one, and I'm like, hey, it's sold. I'll take it. So I drove out to West Virginia a couple weeks ago and picked him up. Since I know he's going to be a good tracker, and I know he's very smart, I wanted to start training him a little bit differently than what I have in the past and what a lot of other people do, and that is not starting him with liver like I have other dogs, and tell other handlers to, because I get people all over the country that, you know, message me on Facebook or my YouTube comments and ask how I trained and this and that. And yeah, typically with a young pup, and a lot of guys wait till they're 4 or 5 months old. I don't really see the point when he's already explored the world, like his world, not the entire world, but you know what I mean. And he's figuring out what things are, and just when he thinks he knows what everything is, that's when I like to start. And like I was saying, I didn't want to start him with liver. Plus, I didn't have any liver anyway, to be honest with you, because I wasn't planning on getting a pup this year. So I started him straight out with a hoof, and you'll see that in the video. So I'll probably just film over the voice here with the training outside. Hey everybody, meet Hank. Hank got himself wrapped up a little bit over here on the porch, but so yeah, this is gonna be training day number 1. He's already interested in that deer leg. Here, Hank. Meet everybody. Come here. Tell everybody hi. Come here. Hey. Everybody hi. Hey. Say hi, everybody. So all I'm going to do is let him get interested in it. I have the leash on just to get him used to playing with this with the lead on, because, you know, it's our state law that they have to track on lead at all times. So you guys can see that I'm not laying a track. I'm not forcing him to do anything. It just smells good to him, and it's a new smell. And I'm rewarding him with praise as he's playing with a new toy. And most dogs love praise, and that's really all they need. You don't need to train them with treats all the time or food or nothing like that. Praise is enough, it should be, really. That's how, honestly, that's how I view it, and a lot of other trainers view it as well, is praise should be the only thing that your dog needs to be rewarded with. So as I drag this around and let him chase it, letting it, it's a game. It becomes a game to him, and saying track, track it, Hank, get him, Hank, track it. It's just encouraging his behavior, and subconsciously he's picking up on track. What's it do? Track. Good boy, Hank. Good boy, Hank. Yeah, good boy. Give him some loving. Give him some loving. Yeah, it's like, good boy. Go ahead, chew this bone. Chew this foot. Have at it. Good boy. Good boy, Hank. Get him. Get him. Get him. Track. Track him. Good boy. Good boy, Hank. He's hearing that. He's not going to hear me tell him that with any other command. A lot of people use find it, and that's fine, but I don't know, I've just always used track. So every time we come to a hit site with a hunter or whatever, I switch Timber's lead out and point to the ground, say track him, track it, track him, whatever. And a lot of times, like now, I don't even need to tell Timber nothing. Like, he just smells it and he's already pulling me. He's like, all right, let's go find this thing. So, speaking of subconsciously, subconsciously picking up on track, the command track, even though it doesn't really mean anything to him right now, it doesn't, it's not really a command at this point. A lot of things throughout our training is going to be subconsciously learned. He's just going to pick up on things naturally. He doesn't know that I'm adding things or whatever. It's just starting his playtime, and the more we go, the more he grows, and the more we advance, the more he has to work for the playtime, if that makes sense. So right now, he's subconsciously learning track as he's playing. After a few times of this, then we're just going to add I'm probably just going to put a couple drops of blood on the hoof itself and do that for a couple times. And then I'm either going to tie him up or have my wife hold him as I lay just a real short blood trail to the hoof. And then, I'm also going to, depends on how old the hoof is. If we just keep using the same one, by the time I start laying tracks, I'll probably either use a new hoof or I'll add some of the dog bone interdigital scent gland on it. And we'll drag that just a short distance, maybe anywhere from 10 to 20 yards, really. Just the very first one's probably only going to be about a 10-yard straight line track, and I'm just going to take him to the start of it, and he'll just use his nose and follow it to that bone, and then we're just going to play with the hoof. So subconsciously he's picking up, as we're playing at a young age, he's just subconsciously picking up on all those other scents associated with that hoof. Most of that stuff, you're just you're just putting out there and letting the dog learn itself. Like I said, he's just working to find playtime, really. And of course, as soon as hunting season rolls around and he finds out that, oh man, I'm not playing with a hoof, like Dad's just teaching me so I can play with this entire deer, then they become a lot more interested in it. So we're about done. I mean, he's only 2 months old, so you want to keep training sessions short and fun, and whatever you want to call it, efficient, knowledgeable for the dog, so he's learning. He's already learned now what that scent is. He knows he loves it, and he knows the word track with it. He doesn't know what track means yet, because we're not laying no tracks, but he knows the track and that good smelling deer leg go hand in hand. So after this training session, I'm probably gonna put him in his crate a little bit. Not very long. I'm not punishing him. I'm just giving him some alone time. I might even just tie him out front here with that deer leg and just let him be and let him chew on that. That's pretty much what he's doing right now anyway. He's just tearing that thing up. That's a good boy. So anyway guys, we want to thank y'all for watching, and hope you stay tuned. Go ahead and check out the channel, and you can see all of our other recoveries from the last 2 years. At least most of them. There's a couple that we didn't get on film. And then go ahead and subscribe, please. I'd really appreciate it. And then you can, keep tabs on Hank here throughout the summer. And come here. Why are you running off camera? Nobody wants to look at me. Come here. There you go. Keep up with Hank's training, and you'll see how in January how he goes from just learning this deer leg to helping hunters this fall find their trophies. So thanks again, guys.